Right now in your ABC 21 Morning News, assessing the danger, how police determine if a threat is real, like the other day's online post about Southside High School.
And a champion is crowned, a true freshman leading the Alabama Crimson Tide to yet another college football national championship.
From WPTA, your weather authority, this is ABC 21 Morning News.
Good morning, I'm Sam Bauman.
And I'm Emily Dwyer. We're glad you're waking up with us on this Tuesday morning. We do want to kick things off with a look at our weather forecast. A little bit of fog, maybe some slick roads, but nothing like we were dealing with yesterday morning.
Yeah, nothing near what we were dealing with yesterday morning, thankfully, because that's making for an easier drive for us getting into work. Schools mainly on time, except for those mainly towards Wells County. A few delays at the bottom of our screen, mainly due to probably some roads left over from yesterday. But what we're looking at now is some patchy fog. 4-mile visibility into Auburn, Fort Wayne, and Huntington. Nothing too much to worry about this morning. Luckily, if it was a little bit more dense, well, thankfully it's not more dense, but if it was, we'd be dealing with some more slippery roads. But about a 2.5-mile visibility off towards Warsaw. Temperatures below freezing. 30 degrees in Fort Wayne, Huntington, Warsaw, Portland, Defiance, and Van Wert. 20s for Wabash, Marion, Kenneville, and Auburn, Angola. What we're looking at here are those temperatures. Well, we're going to be seeing cold temperatures. We're going to be looking at some slushy roads possibly left over from yesterday. So road conditions are unfair. There are still travel advisories for a few counties down to our southwest of Fort Wayne. And then we're going to be looking at those 30s returning this afternoon. Going to be staying pretty chilly. We do have much warmer air on the way, though. I'll talk more about that.
Yeah, the 30s, though, really feeling good compared to the single-digit temperatures we were seeing for a long time.
You think the 30s feel good? How about some 50s? I'll tell you about that.
Sweating.
Oh, looking good. All right, David, we're looking forward to those details. Well, yesterday we told you about that online threat made against students at Southside High School, and that Fort Wayne police found it to be not credible.
That's right. In fact, police later saying that the threat was not even connected to the person whose name was on it. He had apparently been hacked.
Well, we wondered, how do police separate the threats from the hoaxes? ABC 21's Julian Teekram got those answers from a criminal justice expert.
9 out of 10 are bogus, but that 10th might be the real thing.
Dominic Lombardo serves as the Director of Criminal Justice at Indiana Tech. He was also a member of the LAPD for 14 years.
Finally was promoted to detective and worked gang homicides.
He also investigated school threats, like this one aimed at Southside High School Sunday night. The picture on Facebook showed a gun and read, "Don't come to school," followed by a racial slur we've chosen to blur out.
If they would state like location or name a particular person or anything like that, it indicated planning, which would, I guess, increase the threat level.
Acting fast, police cleared the student whose name was associated with the photo. A separate person of interest is in police custody. Fortunately, this threat proved fake. But real or not, folks on social media continued sharing the post through the morning hours. A phenomenon Lombardo says you can expect to see more of.
Cyber threats or Facebook or social media threats are up around 158% this year as opposed to last.
Making it all the more critical that schools communicate with parents and students.
They have to tell them exactly the steps they're taking and how the investigation is going and what led to the decision on not to perhaps cancel school.
Even though police said that threat was not credible, a few students told us yesterday the post still was the #1 thing on their mind. And they also say that school officials did make an announcement during first period to let students know that they had nothing to worry about.
Yeah, and along with that, Fort Wayne Community Schools sending ABC 21 a statement saying they encourage their students to report anything that makes them feel unsafe and that the district will take any sort of threat seriously and will always investigate.
Let's turn now to some political news this Tuesday morning. A bipartisan group is scheduled to meet with President Donald Trump today to talk immigration.
Yeah, but talks about the Deferred Action Childhood Arrivals Program, also known as DACA, have hit a bit of a snag. John Lawrence reports.
The immigration debate heads to the White House Tuesday.
I think this is really going to be the inflection point where we get some things done or we don't.
A bipartisan group is set to sit down with the president. Their goal? Try to come up with a way to prevent deporting hundreds of thousands of immigrants.
We are going to end chain migration. We are going to end the lottery system, and we are going to build the wall.
And Mr. Trump's desire to include the border wall in the negotiation appears to be preventing a bridge between some Republicans and Democrats.
The president has thrown a huge wrench into the works by insisting upon an $18 billion wall. And in fact, he